Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Optolong sent me the L Quad enhanced filter for free to make a video review and test it out here in Bortle 4 sky. I have actually darker sky here. So it gave me the opportunity to test it and compare it with and without filter in the same sky conditions, Bortle 4, without the moon up, and also to be able to test it out in a normal light pollution environment like Bortle 5, 6, 7, to be able to see how it will perform in a larger city with more light pollutions. I had to wait for the full moon to be up, and I used the light pollution emitted by the moon to test this filter out. And for this I use my equipment, the Altair 26C Hypercam cooled camera that you can see in this image, and my Tecnosky 70mm Triplet Refractor with an autofocuser and my Skywatcher EQM35 Pro go-to mount. All the equipment was connected to a mini PC that I control from inside the house. So you see here the setup. I had to wait until I got the full moon in the sky. I will show you here in Stellarium. And here we have a simulation where was Andromeda galaxy compared with the moon when I made the test on Andromeda galaxy. So it was not too close, like 20 degrees. That would be very close, and I would not, I don't think I would be able to get a good result if it would be just near the moon, but was close enough to affect the image and get gradients, especially without the filter. And to see here the distance, we'll use here the angle measure tool, and we'll drag it up to the moon. And we have here, let's see the time and date. Yeah, we have around 32 degrees. So yeah, I believe I captured it in 2 or 3. It was almost full moon, so was the actual different distance. Yeah, still about the same. Yeah, so it was, oh, wait. So let's see into moon, yeah. We had here distance 37 degrees. So about 38 degrees distance. This means we'll have a lot of gradients imaging normally without a filter. So this filter is also special because it will help you get better results on galaxies, reflection nebulas, star clusters, and also emission nebulas. But it makes it special for the mainly for the galaxies and star clusters and reflection nebulas, because on these targets you normally get the best results under dark sky without using any filters. So if I would test the L enhance without any filter and will search here for an image, longer exposure, when I didn't have the moon up, I got better results on Andromeda galaxy without the filter. However, if you have a lot of light pollution or you have the moon up, this filter can give you better results. And it's just great because not only it will remove the light pollution gradients, it will reduce them a lot. It will also have minimal color cast. So it will keep the color balance of your images, making processing easier. So these are two main advantages. Also, you can check more here on the Optolong website. Here we do have more details. Yeah, so let's see. So here we have the graphics. It shows what wavelengths it will let through. So it will permit here the major emission lines of nebulas, H alpha, H beta, oxygen 3, and it will suppress the major emission lines of artificial light pollution. Also, we have more than 90% transmission. This means we'll get a lot of signal in the emission nebula, in the wavelengths that we are interested in on emission nebulas or reflection nebulas. But yeah, here basically more for the emission nebulas H alpha and oxygen 3. That means if we'll image an emission nebula with this filter, we'll see even bigger difference. And I'll show you the test that I made on Orion, and I was surprised with the difference with and without a filter. Also, let's see here, key features: improve signal to noise ratio, and I will give more details when I show you the images. Basically, because it's a broadband filter, it will let a lot of signal and not a lot of light in, and this will give you also a better signal to noise ratio on the same exposure time compared with narrowband filters. Yeah, it will reduce the effect of infrared noise. Okay, and it will reduce the light pollution from the city. So these are the key features of this filter. And let's move now and see the test that I've made under the full moon or near full moon using this filter on Andromeda galaxy on Messier 13. So I have here a list of the targets that I imaged. Let's see, yes. So I've tested Messier 13, L quad enhance and no filter. After that, I went and tested on Andromeda galaxy, Messier 31, L quad enhance, no filter. Messier 33, no filter. Messier 42, Messier 45. So we'll go and also maybe make some processing here with some of the images. We'll show you also here the image that I've managed to obtain by stacking just 30 minutes of like 15 or 16 images of 2 minutes with Andromeda galaxy. So we have around 30 minutes integration time under full moon. So this is the image that I was able to obtain. Let's see, without processing, it looked like this without processing and without the stars. When we get the stars back here, let's see, let's get the stars. Yeah, I think I need to go on this edit. Yeah, for the stars. Yeah, I didn't place the groups correctly here. So getting the stars back and processing, you'll be able to obtain an image like this. So with the full moon, instead of Bortle 4, I had maybe like Bortle 6 or Bortle 7 here. So depending on how close was the targets, for example, Pleiades, I think it was like Bortle 9 Pleiades. So, or even more, I don't know. It was so close that I barely could see anything on the images. I could see only the stars, but no nebulosity, and the gradients were insane. We'll get to that a little bit later. Yeah, hi everyone, and welcome back. Okay. Hope you'll join soon, because this will be a shorter live stream. It's late, so I wanted to make this video faster, so I decided to go and live stream it because until I will have time to make a review and spend longer time on processing the footage. So I think I can deliver through this live stream the message and the results faster. So let's continue. I hope you'll join soon and see the results live. If not, you can see it even if the live will be over. Okay, so let's go and check the results. We'll start with Messier 13. Okay. We'll go from, okay, Messier 13. So here we have the images saved directly from feeds in PNG. So we have here also some processing in PixInsight, I made background extraction. This will remove even more the light pollution and will make the results closer using the background extraction. So this is the image taken with L quad. Oh, wait, I'm on Andromeda galaxy. Yeah, I will show you on Andromeda first, then we'll move to Messier 13 and go spend more time on Andromeda after. So here we have the Andromeda with L quad, and here we have without the L quad enhanced filter. So you can see the light pollution gradients very clear here. And also Andromeda was taken at a larger distance, I think half an hour, when it was closer to the moon. So we had more light pollution here on Andromeda image than here. Now let's move to Messier 13, here. Okay, so we have here the Hercules cluster, and this is the image with the quad filter. And here is the image without the filter. So we can see that we do have more light pollution visible. It's brighter than the other one. The color seems identical. However, the light pollution is more visible in the second image. Now let's check on the FITS files, and here we have the time. So this is like 20 minutes difference, not so much. If we check the FITS directly, you'll be able to see the same. Okay, so we do see more light pollution here on the one without the filter, but the contrasts and details of the object seems very similar, and also the color. That was really good news, because when I used other filters like the USCS filter that I've been using a few years back, from Badr I couldn't get so good results. The color balance was off, and it didn't remove so good the light pollution like this one. It couldn't give so good results, especially on reflection nebulas, even if this is also broadband. This one I was really impressed also on reflection nebulas and galaxies. It was a huge step up, in my opinion, using the L quad enhanced filter from Optolong. It's actually the best filter I've tested so far, best broadband filter. So if you want to image galaxies, star clusters, reflection nebulas, this will, I think, will give you the best results. Haven't tested all the filters out there yet, but from all the filters I've tested, this one was really great. And we'll show you more results and make some future videos on this. I've tested also on the Shark Nebula, that is dark nebula with reflection nebula. I've tested on Messier 33 also with a larger telescope and obtained great results. And also on Andromeda galaxy with longer exposures. But now in this video we'll focus more on the short exposures and the stacks that I made with the Andromeda galaxy. Now let's move to Messier 31, or we'll keep Messier 31. Let's move to Messier 31. Okay, so here in Messier 31 we can open these images in Photoshop, and we'll go also in PixInsight. Okay, so we have here this word processed a little bit in PixInsight, and we have background extraction, and even still with the background extraction we can see here how clean this image looks. So remember, we had a full moon up, or almost full moon, and really close, about 38 degrees. And look, the image with the quad filter, and the image, the normal image, without any filters. Look at these nasty gradients. I didn't have time to take also flat frames, so these are only with darks, calibrated with darks and biases. No, actually these are single exposures, but I've also stacked, and the stacked was without flats. Here, of course, without flats and without calibration. I could have calibrated, but I just wanted to see here the difference directly on the light pollution. I didn't care about the calibration. So we can see clear that the L quad really gives you a better result in a single exposure. Now let's see what other images we have here. Let's check here the fits. So these are unprocessed, just stretched by fit view. And let's see the results here. Okay, so we have the normal image without filter. Let's make it bigger. Okay. And you see it's very bright because of the light pollution from the moon. And let's check the quad. So I think you are able to see the difference here. So see how bright is this one? And we can see better here some gradients, maybe also because of the haze. If we have haze and the full moon will be terrible because it will reflect the light pollution more. And here we have the quad. And still visible even also here, but fainter the light pollution. So it will suppress it, but not eliminate it, eliminate the light pollution 100%. It cannot do that. However, it will enhance the sky contrast, the nebula contrast, the galaxy contrast, and the details. Let's say you image in Bortle 6, Bortle 7, it can give you much better results like imaging in Bortle 6 or Bortle 5. And this is a very good improvement. Also, if you'll if you're imaging Bortle 4 and Bortle 7, you probably get better results in Bortle 4 because it's much bigger difference of light pollution. However, using this filter will improve your astrophotography. This is my my conclusion after testing it, making this test. It was a long night. I had to go a couple of basically all night to go and switch the filter. Go without the filter and with the filter. So it was not easy at all. Now let's see here the results in PixInsight. So here, no, on PixInsight, where you are here. Okay. So I've also stacked here, and in the stack, if you, let's say you'll stack the images, and the Andromeda galaxy will be closer with the moon like 1 or 2 hours, and you have much higher light pollution, then the result will be similar, maybe a little bit better without the filter. If you image with the filter a couple of hours later, when you didn't have that light pollution close to the Andromeda galaxy. So it will not make wonders like cut all the light pollution as I mentioned before, but it will give you a significant improvement in your results. So let's test it like this. This is the one without filter stacked. Yes, but with much less light pollution. The moon was a little bit different time. I was late switching filters on this test. So that's why I compared the first two, because it was only half an hour. And here we probably have like 1 hour or 1 hour and close to 1 hour and a half difference. And this made a big change in light pollution. So this is the stack processed without, and here let's see where we have the other one. And here we have the other. So you see now the results are basically close, and we actually have a little bit better contrast on the other one because we had much less light pollution. However, if we go to a difference of 30 minutes between the two, and we only have a little bit more light pollution on the L quad filter, then the results will be different, and we'll be able to see here. So let's see. Here we have the normal one, and here we have the quad. So this is about 30 minutes, I think, difference. Let's check. Yeah, 1:37 a.m. and this is at 1:08. So 30 minutes difference. We had more light pollution with the L-Quad and better results. If if I had two setups to take the images at the same time, the results would have been even better. So this will depend also about the light pollution, as I mentioned before, but it will improve your results in the same area, same location. It will give you much better results and contrast. Okay, so these were unprocessed, and here we have with dynamic background extraction two images, the same images actually. This is without filter, and let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, yeah, it's a little bit messy here. Let's see, maybe I need to make a little bit smaller the camera view here. Oops. Okay. Yeah. Good. Hi everyone. How are you doing tonight or today? So I hope you'll enjoy this live review. So this is the image without, I think the one without filter, and here we have the one with the filter. So let's zoom in a little bit. This is not the bird, but here we cannot see any light pollution gradients. And in the other one, you can see here the gradients in the upper part, the middle part, and the lower part, right? Okay, now let's see how Andromeda will look processed. So what I've done, I've decided to process first the one that I took with the moon closer, higher light pollution, so it will simulate Portal 7, Portal 8. So if you are in a very in a light pollution area using this filter, you'll be able to get good results, especially if you get with a longer integration time. So here we have, let's see, the image that I've processed. Here in Pixie Insight, we can check some details, only 30 minutes integration. So we still have some noise here visible. Because I didn't use flats, I did had also this vignette here in the corner. Now moving in here in Photoshop and checking the results. I have here basically all the steps are here in this image. So I played with the curves. I went and used the here camera raw filter to be able to process, darken the background, and get a little bit more blues here, and get more blues in this part on the near the dust lanes, and in center I've left a little bit more yellow. So I do like it having more blues. This is how I usually like to process the Andromeda Galaxy. However, having a lot of light pollution, usually it's harder to get these blues out with this high amount of light pollution. However, for 30 minutes, I believe this is a very nice result here. Let's check some details. Let's zoom in. Oops, we went too much. Okay, stop. Okay, let's go like this. Okay, so 30 minutes integration using the Optolong L quad filter. Still have some noise on the final result, but not too much. Visible only when we zoom in. Yeah, I could process it further and get even better result, but time was really short. I just wanted to show you that it's possible to capture the Andromeda Galaxy even with the full moon, with and without the filter. However, this filter will give you better results, remove a lot of the light pollution gradients that you'll have in your image. Okay, so now I showed you the results on Andromeda. On Messier 13, I want to fast to show you fast processed on Messier 13 here. Will not go now in Pix Insight and won't make color correction, just a simple edit here in Photoshop. We'll open here the PNG and go here curve, increase a little, no, actually delete the curve, duplicate, layer, okay, convert to smart object, and go filter, camera raw filter, and do some enhancements here. First we'll go curves and enhance here the curves. I see people are very quiet tonight. I should have made this live stream earlier, however was very delayed this week. Okay, so we made an S curve here, and let's try not to make it too strong. Yeah, let's increase also a little bit the shadows and the whites a little bit. Okay, and let's see how Messier 13 looks here. Okay, so here we have a single exposure with this filter, not much, a single exposure, and under the full moon. Just processed a little bit here in Adobe Photoshop with the Adobe Camera Raw filter. So let me know if you do like the results that I got with the L Quad Enhance. Now if we want, we can remove the noise. We can go back, use the, oops, don't go so much, don't zoom so much. Okay, stop. Okay, go back. Okay, and let's see here how it will look once we applied the noise reduction. RC Astro. Hello, Mark. Nice to see you. I use the Tecnosky 70mm Apo triplet. I'll show you in a moment the image. You came in time just before making a small break. I need to go get some water and take a few minutes break after, I don't know, yeah, 30 minutes, but took me some time to prepare the live stream, more than expected. So in a couple of minutes we'll make a short break. Yeah, so now filter noise reduction. Let's see if we, I think I have the image also here. Yeah, serial home. So this is the equipment used. So Altair 2060 Hypercam, Tecnosky 70 autofocuser, equatorial mount with GoTo, mini PC, about $5,000 equipment. Yeah, so I say a decent equipment. And yeah, I tested it under full moon with and without filter. That was very difficult on so many targets. After that I moved and tested with no moon and captured Andromeda with 600 seconds. So if you want to see how a 10 minutes exposure looks with Andromeda using this filter, I can go and show you. Let's see where we have it. So yeah, part of these images, I made it available also on the channel membership. I will make Andromeda soon. So here we have 600 seconds with L Quad Enhance filter. And let's check a single exposure, right? 1, 2, 3. How many? We have 9 images, so 1 hour and a half of integration. So here is a single exposure, but this is not processed. One single exposure of 10 minutes. I do believe this was not under the full moon, this one, yeah. Let's see. No, so I think we were like first quarter or something here. So it was around 10 or 11 days after the full moon, so it was closer to new moon here. But yeah, 10 minutes from Vortal Sky 4, and I do not see any light pollution gradients here. Processing this image definitely will give us very good results. And we'll probably process it a little bit later to show you also how a longer exposure will look. Now, going back in Photoshop here, I processed also using serial, so I do love the photometric calibration in serial, much more than in PixInsight. So going back in Photoshop, we'll save this image. So let's check. You see without the noise reduction. Edit, undo. Let's see, without and with the noise exterminator on. Big difference. Also, blood exterminator will give you very good looking stars. So this is without using blood exterminator, but we can process it more in PixInsight and get even better result. So this is zoomed in. Look at the colors under full moon. Messier 13. Okay, we'll save it. And get some music. Okay. And take a short break after this. Let's go full screen on all the images. If you are still watching, yeah, I think it's would be nice to still stay and see the next part, because I'll show you a huge difference with and without this filter on Orion Nebula. So that image was captured with shorter difference of time, like 15 minutes, and you'll see a huge difference, a huge improvement using the L quad enhanced filter. So I suggest you stay and watch also the next part of the video. So I'll be back in a few minutes. We'll still answer on the smartphone, on the messages. Okay, so here we have the image with Andromeda. Okay, so I'll be back in a few minutes. Yeah, let's also share it. I'll be right back. Yeah, and I'm back. The break is over. Okay, so yeah, I'm back. The break is over. Hi guys, welcome to the channel. So I finished here showing you the results with the L-quad filter on Andromeda galaxy under full moon. Here I showed you also on a star cluster, and you are able to see the improvements here on Messier 13. And now I do want to show you the huge difference on the test that I took when imaging the Orion Nebula. And let's find it. We'll go here and we'll see here single exposures with Orion Nebula. And I have here two images saved from FITS in PNG. No edit, I didn't process at all, just saved from FITS, and we'll open them in Adobe Photoshop. Okay, first one and second one. So let's check the sound. Seems okay. I can lower the music here. Okay, or I can disable it for the moment. Okay, so probably you can guess, this is the image taken without the filter, with the full moon in the sky. Same setup, same equipment, this difference of 15 minutes apart. This is how the Orion Nebula looks, and we have here the Running Man Nebula. This image was captured, all the images actually, at 360 millimeters focal length. So we do have a wide field of view. Now let's check the image taken with the L-quad filter. And look, the L-quad filter, what difference made to the image. So we do have significant improvements on galaxies and star clusters and reflection nebula. We'll show you also Messier 45, a short test just near the full moon. That was insane. However, I do believe this filter will give even better improvements on emission nebulas. And we can see here how big is the difference. So on, I'll say it's a galaxy filter, but also very good for emission nebulas, and even better, even bigger difference you'll be able to notice, because it will let most of the signal from H alpha, oxygen 3, and will block a lot of light pollution. It will minimize the light pollution effects. So you can see the, wait, let's go back. We can see the difference here. It's huge. So no filter and Optolong L quad filter. We'll close the other images here that we do not, we'll leave for the moment Andromeda. And now let's zoom in a little bit. Look here, using the filter. This was just I think an image of 3 minutes. 3 minutes under full moon with the Optolong L quad. We still have a lot of noise here visible with 3 minutes, but this is just a single exposure, guys. One single exposure. And if we want to process this a little bit, we can duplicate. And here we'll go reduce the noise exterminator, and let's go 60%, and detail let's leave 30, and let's see with noise reduction how it will look. Yeah. So filters are important, And I do believe this filter, it will give better results on Orion Nebula, and especially if you capture also the Running Man Nebula, than a narrowband filter like the Optolong L Enhance. Optolong L Enhance will cut also a lot of signal that we need. Especially here in the Running Man Nebula, you'll have difficult time getting here the blues with the L Enhance or L Extreme or L Ultimate. However, here with this filter, it will give you much better results. Also, the blue-green here will be more visible than in narrowband filters. So it's an excellent filter to use on a nebula like the Great Orion Nebula and Running Man. This is just the best results that I've had, and this is just a single exposure, right? I want to show you soon also some images taken with Orion Nebula without the full moon with this filter, so you'll see even better results. So the only change I've made here so far is removing some of the light pollution using this great tool from RC Astro, the Noise Exterminator. That is available not only for PixInsight but also for Photoshop. So you can use it here in the Photoshop and get results like this one. So no other editing. If we want to edit more, we'll duplicate. Here we'll go Filter, Adobe Camera Raw, Camera Raw filter, and we can do more enhancements starting with the curves. Yeah, and I did made a tutorial also with Cyril, GIMP, Photoshop that I do want to finish editing and process it, finish editing and upload it. So if you don't use Photoshop, you can use this software, this free software to process the images. And yeah, GIMP has similar similar features with curves that you can apply, but it feels to me a little bit more difficult to use than Adobe Photoshop. However, you can do it. You can get some nice editing also using GIMP. So Mark, if you don't have Photoshop, you can still use Cyril and GIMP and get some nice processing there. Okay, so let's change here the black point, make the background darker, and increase the midtones a little bit. We still have some vignetting. I didn't calibrate this image at all. And let's see here, optics, vignette. Let's reduce the vignette here a little bit from here maybe, but it's limited. What we can do, we can go actually here at brushes and make a linear gradient, and use a linear gradient here to remove some of this vignetting. And let's see, go with more blacks here, lower the contrast a little bit, or maybe also with the exposure. No, exposure we leave it at 0. We go more blacks, and maybe we can try the haze. Okay, so it's already improved, and now with the curves we can go a little bit, change the black point a little bit more. Okay, something like this. Maybe we went too much, but we can increase here the shadows, lower the contrast a little bit, increase a little bit the whites. No, not too much. The whites we leave it like this. We should make a brush here and use it directly on the core. Like this. And lower the highlights. Okay. And go effects, maybe increase the clarity a little bit. Let's see, maybe the dehaze. Dehaze we leave it on 0 for the moment. Okay, and the color. Here we can increase the vibrance maybe a little bit, and the saturation. And let's see, just a minimal edit here. can go back to curves and make it a little bit brighter in the midtones, yeah, and darken it here a little bit more. Okay, but yeah, we need to be careful how much we do this. Okay, you see the image will suffer if we go too much. Why? Because it's just a single exposure, also with a lot of still light pollution from the moon, less than without the filter, but still a single exposure. Okay, we'll just go with this version, and we'll be able to see in a few moments the difference. So before and now, a single exposure of 3 minutes with the full moon up of the Orion Nebula and Running Man Nebula using the L quad enhanced filter. So we'll zoom in here a little bit more. Of course, we still see some noise. We can do more noise reduction here. But look at the color. Look at the color here. And the contrast and the details. So I was very impressed when I saw these images with Messier 42. Okay. Now let's see an image here without Messier 42, but without the full moon. Let's see. Yeah, this was taken in 19 October. And let's see, 2 minutes without the full moon on the sky. No editing at all. This is a single exposure with Messier 42 with the L quad filter. So I think this was the best I've got in a single exposure, also with the Running Man Nebula. I've tested, as I showed you before, the UHC filter. I tested from Badr. I tested so here we have it, UHC filter that I've tested the last couple of years. I've tested the Optolong enhanced filter, and the L quad enhance, it will give you much better results. So I think instead of getting the L enhance, I will just go and buy this one. It's the price around $200. It's not expensive. So I've placed some affiliate links in the description if you're interested in buying this filter. And let's check here. We have on Amazon $200 in Europe. If you are in Europe, I have it here on Astroshop. The price is in RON, but I think here is more expensive, like $250 or something like that. We should change let's go USD. 262 USD dollars. Okay, and yeah, on Amazon seems to be the best price here on 2-inch. However, the 1/4 of an inch is I think is cheaper. As this will depend on what camera you will use. Okay, so going back now, here you can see also the graph and more details on the Optolong website. Now let's go back at our images. Okay. So, single exposure. Let's see all the fits here. Single exposure, single exposure. This is the first one. I don't know why the last one looked different. Yeah, I think I get more light pollution on the last one. Yeah, we can see the difference. So I got here some haze or some clouds. If you get haze or clouds when with the full moon up, it will be terrible. So here was an image that I didn't have so much haze, and we can see without any processing. And if you save this, save as PNG, So this is without the full moon, but I saved it as comparison, and if we will open it here in Photoshop, okay, here we'll without any editing, let's go back, this one and this one. Oh, where is the last one? Oh, here. Let's move it. Okay, so comparing this one with this one, it is not processed at all. We can clearly see that it's actually much better. So without the full moon, right? However, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you are in Bortle 7 and using this filter, you probably won't get better results. You won't get better results than Bortle 4 without. However, you'll probably get like Bortle 6 or Bortle 5, and that is a huge improvement. So I'm just approximating because I cannot know for sure. However, you saw the difference here comparing the other. This one with no filter, with the full moon, and this one. So it's a huge difference, and also bigger difference, still using the filter, but without the moon. So if you use this filter, let's say in Bortle 4 on Orion Nebula, you'll get excellent results. If you'll use it in Bortle 7, Bortle 8, Bortle 8 might be a little bit too strong, so you'll probably get better with the narrowband filters on emission nebulas and longer exposures. However, up to Bortle 7, at least up to Bortle 7, you'll be able to get good results also on the emission. But comparing without filter definitely will improve in any kind of Bortle sky, any light pollution environment. It will give you better results than without filter. So these are the conclusions so far. Very, very good improvement also on emission nebulas. And here we have reflection. So the Running is a reflection nebula that is very visible here, and we can see very clear the blues. Okay, now let's check also Messier. We'll check first also Messier 33, the Triangulum Galaxy, with and without filter, but I think the difference is higher there from exposure to exposure. Okay, so we'll go first and check Messier 33. Here we have no filter. So it's somewhere here, I believe here. This is the first image. No filter, is in center. Okay, time was 23:19. Okay, and let's check the other one. Quad enhance. Okay, and time here is 2:39, the first image. So we need to go back, so yeah, about 2 hours difference. I'm not sure, I had some technical issues with the mount, or I had clouds, something happened that I had this. I have to check the videos. I also have videos recordings with this night. I have to check them. I had some problems that I had this big break. Okay, so the last one here was 23:39. Okay, so we can compare this one. And let's save as PNG. Okay. Okay, we already have here. Oh, we already have them. Good. So we have the normal one, and 2 hours difference. When the moon got closer here to Messier 33, we actually got closer results, but still here we can see brighter this image with more light pollution. However, on the contrast itself here, they are very similar. On what we can see, they are very faint, both of them, but here we have a big difference in light pollution. having the moon closer with a couple of hours and with more haze in the sky, it changes the game. So basically, you'll be able to get much better results having the same amount of light pollution, or if you are in Borta 7, let's say, you'll be able to get better results like in Borta 6 or 5. Now let's check here let's go to Messier 45. So this was a really interesting result, Messier 45. I didn't have time to check also the videos where I did capture them. I have a lot to scroll to find them, but let's see here the images. Messier 45, no filter. Okay, and quad enhance. Quad enhance, the first one was at 3 and 8 a.m. and no filter was the last one. It's 3/4. Oh, these are closer, I believe. What? 23:50. And then I think I made the break. Yeah, and I went after at 3 a.m. I went again. So 3:40 is the last one. Let's see the difference between these two with no filter. Or maybe I put it also, I placed also the L quad test here. I think I might place the L quad. 340. 91. Let's see if we have this here. L quad enhance. Oh no. So they're still different. Same, it seems. Time 3:3. Okay. And the first one here is after the first one from 3. 300. Something is wrong here. I don't know what. I think I made 2 plans or something like that. So we'll just go with this one that is about 12. Okay, so this was about 12, and we'll see here if we go and oops, we'll disable this. Okay, I think, yeah, I think it was in actually from its beginning of 3 when I took the test. So from here, let's see how many degrees we had, and it was seems almost full moon, but about 90%, close to 90% luminosity, so we are very close. Here we have 15 degrees, so play this at 15 degrees near the moon. And let's see the results. So this was at 12, and let's see at 1, 2, 3 the difference. At 3 it was 3 degrees. and like we have an Andromeda between them, an Andromeda galaxy here in the focus. So only 3 degrees. I don't know, that's insane. 3 degrees. Okay. Let's do it again. Is correct? Yeah, 3.5 degrees. Oh no, actually, from if we go from this area and up to here, yeah, around 3 degrees, I would say. Yeah, 3 degrees distance. And going back to check the results. Okay, so here we have 13 degrees, I believe, or 14 degrees. We'll save as PNG without filter. Okay, and oh, we already have a comparison here, but not sure if it's the best one. Oh, and this was the first one. This was even larger distance. Okay, but let's check these two. So this is, I believe, 14 degrees without filter, and the first one is even more, maybe 18 degrees or 20, and still very bright, you see. So without filter, and let's check the one with the quad. Okay, to be able to test it better, we'll open it to see it better, open these images in Photoshop and check them out. Yeah, you're welcome, Mark. Have a good night. Glad to have you in the live stream. Okay. We'll probably finish also soon. So let's see this one. This 18 degrees. Okay. Let's see. This one is with L quad at 3 degrees distance of the moon. just amazing that I was able to capture Pleiades at this distance, right? And here is at 14 degrees or 15 degrees without filter. So here we can see better the improvement. And we have reflection nebula here, right? Okay, so this is just PNGs, not editing. We can remove some of the light pollution by doing background extraction and stacking, and we'll get better results. But first, let's just make a fast editing here in Photoshop. Let's duplicate this layer, filter, and we'll go camera raw filter. And let's lower a little bit here, the black point here. Let's go like this. Okay. Maybe not so much. Maybe like this. Good. Okay. And look, the gradients, we minimize the gradients. Let's go higher with the shadows a little bit. Let's lower the contrast maybe. No, we leave for the moment like this. We minimize the gradients here, and yes, we can see the Pleiades, but no nebulosity at the moment. I'm curious if we stack this, if we make a stack and we do background extraction, if we'll be able to get some nebulosity visible. So that would be really interesting. Let's lower the highlights and increase maybe the shadows a little bit. So you see, it's very powerful. At 3 degrees is very powerful. The moon gradient. But it's good that we managed to capture the stars even without the nebulosity, right? Okay, now let's go curve again and maybe make it brighter a little bit. Okay, we'll go like this, not a too strong edit. And this is just a simple edit in Photoshop, fast edit. We can see how powerful are the gradients at 3 degrees with Pleiades. It's just amazing that we could capture something, right? Using this filter. And I didn't process this one, but we can, if we remove this this layer, we'll be able to compare again. No filter and with filter, and we clearly see we definitely see an improvement here. Okay, so next let's check our images. We have the comparison here. We have the we went with 15 seconds, right? So let's make a fast stack. We'll go copy them. Yeah, we needed to go with 15 seconds and 3 degrees. And serial home, here we'll go at lights. Delete the ones with Andromeda. Yes, copy them here. And I'm not sure if I have biases with 550, not biases, darks with 15 seconds. I should have somewhere. Okay, done. dark frames library. Okay, let's find, we'll try 30 seconds, not sure if it will work. 60 seconds, 30 seconds. So you have 30 seconds. We can try to see if it will work or not. If not, we'll stack without darks. Okay, 2 minutes. Okay, we'll open now serial, and yeah, here we have Andromeda galaxy. I think, yeah, we made a photometric color calibration here at color calibration, but yeah, we don't need it anymore. We'll go scripts and we'll use only darks and lights, and we'll select OSC preprocessing without flat. This will take like a few seconds. We have only a few minutes.